Hello everybody, Matt here once again, back with another video, and today I decided to do another ranking video for you guys. This time I'm going to be ranking all 9 of the live-action Batman movies. I will be counting Batman vs. Superman because, in my opinion, it's more of a Batman movie, so counting that. So I don't have all of them. I have 6 of the 9. I don't know what happened. I had a 4-pack that had 4 of the non-Dark Knight Batman movies, but I don't know where it went, and that was my copy of Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. I don't know where that is, and I think my the Batman movie with forgot his name now, but that one's in the other room, so but I don't know where it is. So I just have these 6. So yeah, so anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so coming in at last place is Batman vs. Superman. Now this movie I do not like at all whatsoever. I just bought it because, for one, I want to get all superhero movies. It's my favorite genre, so I just want to own all of them. Also, the store I always go to buy movies, FYE, was going out of business, and so this was like $4. So yeah, so that's why I bought it. But yeah, I don't like this movie at all. I think the cover's really cool, but I really just don't like anything from this movie. I think all 3 of these actors do a good job in their parts, but everything from storytelling and everything irritates me about this movie. So I will not be rewatching this anytime soon. And but yeah, so coming number 9 is Batman vs. Superman. Coming in at number 8 is one of the ones I can't find, and that is Batman and Robin. So this is a movie that I always liked growing up, and then I grew up and I realized I had a brain, or at least somewhat one, and yeah, I don't really like this movie at all. I kind of like parts of it just because it's corny, so it's kind of funny, but really it's just a really bad movie, and I really just don't like it really at all. But I definitely would watch it over Batman vs. Superman just because that movie was the biggest disappointment that I've basically seen in a comic book movie. But yeah, so number 8 is Batman and Robin. Number 7 is another one that I can't find, and that is Batman Forever. This one's probably the one I've seen the least out of all of them, and I definitely do like some aspects about it. I'm kind of mixed on what's his name? No, I can't remember his name. Sorry, I'm forgetting his name now. Who played Batman in that movie. He's okay. Mostly the only good part about this movie for me is the 2 villains. I really like Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. I really like Jim Carrey as the Riddler. They're both really over the top and goofy, but I like them. The movie itself is just okay, though. It's really not that good, but I'd much rather watch it over the other 2. Alright, so coming in at number 6 is The Dark Knight Rises. So I really love the Dark Knight trilogy, but this movie itself isn't very good, and I kind of have the same opinion as I do on Batman Forever, where the thing that's good for me is the villain. So I really liked Bane in this movie, and of course I love Christian Bale. For me, he's my Batman. But yeah, I do think this movie has good moments, but overall it's really long. But where I thought The Dark Knight excelled being long, this movie fails, and most of this movie is pretty boring. So I don't rewatch this all that often, but I do like Bane quite a bit. I like the fight with Batman and Bane. Yeah, that's about it. Didn't really like Catwoman in the movie. Michelle Pfeiffer is a far better Catwoman. I know it's not fair to compare, but I don't know. I just don't like Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. But yeah, this movie's alright. Alright, so coming at number 5 is the last of the ones that I don't have, or at least can't find, and that is the Batman movie with Adam West. Now that was the name I was trying to remember earlier, originally in my intro. I also can't remember the other guy's name from Batman Forever, but anyway, so, yeah, so the Batman movie, so this is one of the most corny movies I've ever seen, but honestly, where Batman and Robin is just stupid, this movie is just so fun. It's how Batman used to be. It's just a fun movie. It's really not great, and it's not the Batman that I love, but I grew up watching this movie, so I think because of that, I'll always have a soft side for it. So yeah, number 5 was the Batman movie. So coming in at number 4 is Batman Returns. Now this used to be my favorite of the Burton films for many years, basically my whole life actually. But then I rewatched them this year, And no, I like the first one more now. This movie is awesome though. I really like how dark and weird it is. This is a very bizarre movie, but I love Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman. For me, she is Catwoman, and I really can't see anyone else in this role, and I'm really hard on a lot of people who isn't her. I don't know, she's perfect. And of course, Michael Keaton is great, and Danny DeVito is finally amazing in something. I really liked him as Penguin, and I thought it was funny when he bites that guy's nose off for some reason. But yeah, this movie still really holds up for me, and I think it's definitely really, really good, but it's not as good as the original now that I've rewatched it. Alright, so coming in at number 3 is Batman Begins. Now this one's not really one that I grew up with. I think I watched this once or twice when it first came out, and I had it on the shelf for years, but up until about, 4 years ago, I watched this movie, and then I watched it again and again. So now I really, really adore this movie. It's a really good introduction for Batman. I'm really sick of all the Batman reboots and like origin stories, but I do think this one was really, really good and a great way to start the Dark Knight trilogy. It's not as good as The Dark Knight, but it's far superior than Rises. But yeah, so I really, really like this movie, and Christian Bale did absolutely amazing. Coming in at number 2 is the original Batman. I really hate these stupid covers, but yeah, just everything about this movie is great. And even though Jack Nicholson isn't my favorite Joker, he is amazing. Honestly, it's not really fair to compare because each Joker is kind of their own thing. Like, they're the same character, but they're all really different. Yeah, so this one I always liked growing up, but I always preferred Batman Returns for some reason. And I feel like a lot of you guys did too, but after rewatching this, I don't know, something about this movie I just absolutely love. And part of it's probably because of Jack Nicholson, because Joker is my favorite villain of all time, and Batman is my favorite superhero of all time. So just everything about this movie, start to finish, is great. Couple boring spots, but overall I think this is a fantastic movie. It definitely deserves my number 2 spot. Coming in at number 1, you guessed it. It's probably cliched by this point, but I really don't care. That is The Dark Knight. Honestly, to me, I know some of you guys won't agree, but to me this movie is a masterpiece. I love everything about this movie. Christian Bale is great. I thought the pacing of the movie is fantastic. I love all the characters in it. And of course, the main star is my guy, Heath Ledger. This is one of the best performances I've seen, and one of the best portrayals of any comic book character, even though he basically makes him his own version, which I'm completely fine with. I absolutely love this movie. It still would have been great without Heath Ledger in it. I still think there's a lot of like substance and good about this movie, but for me, he's what makes this movie from just a great movie and makes it into what I personally feel is a masterpiece. Now, it's not like my favorite comic book movie. There's some that aren't even as good as this that I prefer, but this movie is fantastic, and I rewatch this all the time, and I absolutely love it. Alright guys, so that has been my ranking of the live-action Batman movies, or at least the ones that I've come across. If there's another one, let me know. If there's a black and white one, I probably haven't seen it, but so yeah, let me know what you guys' opinions are in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.